Hey there, DIY Dave here, and in this video I'm going to show you what I do to change my rear differential fluid on my 2015 MDX. Alright, so step one, you got to find the fill plug. If you go to the back of the car, you look underneath it right in the center, you're going to see this hole. It's right by the spare tire. That's where your fill plug is, and if you look right here, this is what you're looking for. Alright, so now you want to go up and inside the between the frame and between the fill plug there. There's a little void. It actually makes it really useful. You don't have to use any extensions. You could use an extension if you want, but I find that it's easier just to go in there, push it in. Take your wrench and you want to attach it directly to this fill plug. Make sure it's seated well and you're ready to go crack it. Always start with opening up the fill plug. You never want to drain fluids first and then find out you can't open the fill plug. Now you want to move on to draining the actual fluid. So you got to find the drain plug, which is right there. Same connection, it's the same 3/8 ratchet connection that you want to put right into there. This one's a lot more accessible. Same process, you want to directly attach to it, have it seated nice and firmly planted, and then crack it open. Remove the old washer and discard it and get ready for a new one. Here's the drain plug. It has a magnetic end, much like the transmission, so what you want to do here is make sure you clean it off. I just take a clean paper towel and I give it a good old wiping. Now put the drain plug back in. Always hand tighten this, always use a new washer, always torque it down to the right spec, and now let's get ready for the next step, which is the fun one. So I use a quart-size manual pump that has a tube attached to it that I fish through this hole and I put into the fill hole, and what you have to start here is you just literally have to start pumping away until you start to see it dribble out, which is about almost 3 quarts, just under 3 quarts, and I'll show you what that process looks like. This is going to be your most difficult part, and that's mainly because it's manual labor and it's just a whole lot of pumps that you have to go through. I would love to know if anybody out there has actually used a drill pump or some type of power pump that they have accessible as a home tool. Let me know. I'd love to know if there's a better, faster way of doing this, because this part is the most difficult part and it does get a little tedious after a while. But again, it's well worth not having to pay the dealer close to $200 for this service. It also is a comfort in my mind knowing that the job is being done right and it's not just being topped off. Always use the fluid specified for your vehicle in your vehicle manual or by your dealer. Give your dealer a call, ask them what the fluid is. Better yet, get the fluid from them and you're on your way. Alright, so now that you're all pumped away, what you want to start to see is once it starts to dribble down like you see here, it's really starting to dribble, that's full, right? You just want to make sure you get there, it's full, and then it's time to seal it up, close it up, and you're done. You're good to go. Always hand tighten, always torque to spec. So if you like what you saw here today, consider subscribing to the channel and always get notified of the new stuff that's come around. That's really the purpose of my channel, is to help everybody to understand that yes, you can do this. It doesn't really take much of a mechanic to be able to do these things. You just need a couple right tools and you can get on your way to DIYing. So everyone, happy DIY and I hope to see you again.